If books keep Victor Wembanyama motivated, then please give him more. The San Antonio Public Library is sharing his favorites and some kids' favorites for the summer with us all. I'm so happy to welcome back Scott Williams. Scott, I mean, you guys posted one thing and it went viral because you were showing us Wemby's books he likes to read. We all know he reads before the games.
Yeah, it was the right thing at the right time. We noticed that Wemby was a big reader. He is always carrying a book into the arenas. He's reading a book in the airport. And so we thought, why don't we take some of the books that he's been seen reading, expand on that a little bit, and give people the opportunity to check out what Wemby's reading from the library.
For sure. So we're going to start with two of his picks right here.
Yeah, so Wemby is a big science fiction and fantasy fan, right? And one of his favorite authors, one of the authors he's been seen reading a lot is Brandon Sanderson.
Okay.
So this is a book in Brandon Sanderson's Mistborn series.
Okay.
It's called The Lost Metal. And what's really interesting about the Mistborn series is that Sanderson came up for the idea when reading Harry Potter, and he was like, hey, what if the bad guys won? So if that tells you what you need to know to get into the Mistborn series. It's a huge book series. He's been writing it for 20 years. There's not really a bad place to jump in, but The Lost Metal is one of the books that Wemby has been seen carrying around and reading.
I wonder what shows he watches too. Probably similar to that.
Well, he might be into Dune, which is another book that we brought with us today. This is not the original Dune, but part of the expanded universe.
Okay.
This is a book called The Heir of Caladan, and it was written by Brian Herbert, which is actually Frank Herbert, the original author of Dune. That's his son. So he's kind of carried on the Dune mantle. So if you really like the Timothée Chalamet movies and you want to dig a little bit deeper into that expanded universe, then the Brian Herbert books are a really great place to start.
How funny, because I was at the game on Friday, saw him as well there. So all of it is tying in together pretty perfectly.
Yeah.
And these could be good options for kids.
Absolutely right. I mean, the thing about science fiction and fantasy is that they're kind of appropriate for all ages. Yeah. We've been reading the Wild Robot series with my kids at home, and they love it. And that's fantasy and sci-fi and nature and science. So yeah, it's good for all ages.
Well, that's great. You have some picks though, specifically for the younger kids. So
we do.
We got to keep them busy and off those tablets this summer. So you got us covered right here.
We do. It's summertime, right? Or almost summertime. And so we've kicked off summer with SAPL. That's our annual summer reading program, full of events all summer long for the kids, and we brought a couple of book recommendations with us today. So one of my favorites right over here is Wonder Mole's Scent Costume Party. Really, really cute book. So Wonder Mole hosts a costume party, but what's special about moles? They're blind. They live underground. So a costume party for a mole is less about what you can see and more about what you can smell. So that's a costume party where you can smell the costumes.
Okay.
And then right down below there, we've got actually a Spanish language book called La Fiesta de León. And that book is really cute. It's also about a costume party, about a lion, a real lion who shows up to a children's birthday party. And all the kids are just astounded by this costume, not realizing that it's not a costume, he's a real lion until he starts acting like a real lion.
Love this.
So all kinds of calamity happens there. And then we've got some books here about peace and kindness. Right here we've got a book called Sign Up Here. This is a really sweet story about a girl who is not immediately accepted by her peers at school. And so rather than get downtrodden by that, she works with her teacher to hatch a plan where she's going to bring her classmates together and become a part of the group. And it's just a really heartwarming story about togetherness and about advocacy. Really, really sweet story.
It sounds like a great theme for the young generation right now, especially while they're going to be entering a new grade, new friends, new classmates, all those things.
We're all about that. This week we actually revealed our second Paletta character of the year. This is Peace, and so these two books are on Peace's book list. And so this week we're celebrating peace, togetherness, hope, kindness. It's all about friendliness and being one with each other.
You know what? We need to give the Knicks fans a little piece of peace. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
yes,
you know what you're saying.
They need to be a little nicer because Spurs, San Antonio, we do it the right way. If people want to take advantage of these free programs at the library, all they got to do is come by, right?
They come by or go to our website,
Perfect. Scott, thank you for being with us. These are wonderful options for our community to be busy and keep reading this summer. So thank you.
Thanks so much for having me, Roma.
All right, everyone, stay with us.